Hello everyone, Manthroll here. Welcome back to another Suggestion Saturday video. And this one, I want to actually do this on a skill I know me and quite a few other people thought of a while ago. And that is a skill that will greatly change, well, maybe not greatly change, but it'll have an impact on combat, particularly. But it can affect other skills as well, because this skill I'm going to present to you guys is actually an elite skill. I feel it should be an elite skill anyway. And it should require agility, defense, attack, and maybe as a fourth, thieving. All, of course, level 80. You know, keeping the traditional the theme of the level requirement probably wouldn't be a bad idea. So what Dexterity would do is much like it sounds, as it would be about how well your guy can dodge attacks or do tasks more efficiently, faster. It would have its benefits to doing it, and you would want to do it. Now, see what the difference between like attack and dexterity, well, not attack and dexterity, but attack and defense is that whenever you're doing defense, that's how much damage your guy can take, your guy can absorb. He can defend against, that kind of thing. Dexterity would be how well he can dodge. So you would have two favors working for you, and then also with that would come also its own unique set of abilities. You'd have your dexterity abilities, which would be kind of a big deal too. So there is ways of getting different types. So you would have your dexterity defense, which would be you dodging attacks rather than just taking the hit, and how well you take the hit. It would be you avoiding the hit, and how well you avoid the hit. Now, it wouldn't be over the top dramatic, but it would have an effect on combat. So that's their part. It would be pretty good with that. Also, it could affect your whole entire aspect of how accurate your attacks are. So not only would it affect, how well you dodge, how well you can last in a battle, it would also affect how well you can attack. Because you're more dexterous, you're more able to hit out more often. So this could actually affect the player's attack speed, because you're more agile, you're more dexterous, you're faster. Now, of course, what that would mean for like EOC would mean after so many levels, you would be able to have shorter and shorter cooldowns. That's what it would mean for, EOC. Now, when it comes down to Legacy, what it would mean is like after a while, your guy would be able to just attack faster. So like the slowest weapon will become a slow weapon eventually, then a medium weapon, and then a fast weapon, and maybe a fastest. And then like the fastest weapons eventually will become, you don't want to make them OP. So they would only go a step above. Matter of fact, all weapons, the end result would only be going a step above. So you got your slowest going slow, your slow going normal and fast, and the fastest. And fastest will go the step beyond and get something even more rewarding. So So that's how that would go. It would affect your attack, which would affect your attack speed. That's why attack would be in it. Defense, because it's kind of a mixture of a defense type style alongside of agility, which agility is usually kind of hand in hand with dexterity as is already. So it only makes sense that those two would actually be working together rather than, you know, just being being completely separate entities. So there's the combat aspect of it. Now, as far as, you know, your skilling aspect, it would have like passive effect increases to how quickly you can do something, or maybe how precise you can do a type of an activity. So maybe while your guy might have a high level, let's say mining, he's just doing brute force to hit it. Whereas if it's dexterous, it's quick, it's hard, it's, you know, it's getting right to the point. So it's kind of like that. And dexterity, let's say with herb lore, it just means you can clean your herbs faster. You know, you'd be able to do that. You'd be able to mix them faster. And of course, your level, you know, you already have the skill capability for it. It's just this is making it so your guy can do it faster. Now, of course, there is the skills that it, you know, it can't affect. And that's stuff like Slayer. You know, you can't really affect Slayer with it, because how do you affect Slayer with a, you know, a stat that really has nothing to do with it? Like, how it could affect Dungeoneering is, it could give you a little bit of a foresight into the next. Well, no, actually, couldn't really affect Dungeoneering. It could affect a lot of your gathering skills, a lot of your artisan skills, but support skills like Dungeoneering don't really have a huge actual factor with it. At least in my eyes. If you guys can think of a way, that's fantastic. I just know I can't. So that's actually the short of it, because this is not a really overly long and complicated idea. It's just getting it into the game. This way agility would finally have a usage other than just training it to train it. I mean, I guess essentially you still are just training it because you want to get dexterity. But with this, you know, there could be more stuff coming with agility, making it more profound. So that's my idea for this week. Also, keep in mind, next week is the end of the next giveaway, which is the 8th? Yeah, next week, the 8th, is when the next giveaway will be. And I will say this now, it is much bigger than any giveaway I have done so far. So, this next giveaway is going to be bigger. I can honestly say there's over 10 mil worth of items in it so far, and I still have a whole week to go yet of bossing and clue scroll work. So keep that in mind. And also, I will say I have all the different types of Ring of Wealth type, the luck rings, other than the alchemical. But I'm not fighting those bosses yet anyway, so it's not really too big of a deal. But do keep in mind there is an impact on this kind of stuff. But overall, that is actually it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later guys.